Apples have been riding the health food high horse for centuries. That whole, an apple a day keeps the doctor away saying? Basically fruit propaganda. Delicious, juicy propaganda. But effective. Apples are everywhere, from kids' lunchboxes to corporate gift baskets to that weird bowl on your coworker's desk that no one actually eats from. They're the ultimate symbol of clean eating. Crisp, portable, naturally sweet, and apparently magical. But even this humble fruit has a few secrets. And if you're downing apples like you're starring in your own personal orchard, it might be time to pause and consider what your gut and your medications might have to say about it. First, the good stuff. Apples are full of fiber, particularly a type called pectin, a soluble fiber that's great for digestion, cholesterol regulation, and feeding your gut's good bacteria. They're also a decent source of vitamin C, potassium, and polyphenol that have been studied for their potential role in reducing the risk of heart disease and even certain cancers. Crunch for crunch, apples are one of the most accessible health foods around. They're like the genes of the produce aisle, dependable, flattering, and available in more varieties than anyone can name. But here's the twist. That beautiful, fiber-rich pectin? In excess, it can actually slow your digestive system down. If you've ever had a streak of eating 2 or 3 apples a day in a valiant effort to be healthy, only to find your stomach feeling slow, full, or vaguely resistant to movement, you've met the downside of fiber overload. Especially if you're not balancing it out with enough water. Instead of promoting regularity, all that soluble fiber can turn into a gut traffic jam, complete with bloating, gurgling, and the distinct sensation that your intestines are sending you passive-aggressive texts. Then there's the issue of sugar. Apples aren't candy, but they're not sugar-free either. One medium apple contains around 19 grams of sugar. Natural, yes, but still impactful if you're trying to manage blood glucose or cut back on carbs. While the fiber in apples does help blunt the sugar spike, eating several a day, especially without pairing them with protein or fat, can quietly pile up the grams and lead to energy crashes or uninvited glucose swings. Now, let's talk medicine. Apples have a little-known but surprisingly real beef with certain drugs, especially fexofenadine, the active ingredient in some popular antihistamines. Compounds in apples can interfere with drug transporters in the gut, meaning the medicine may not get absorbed properly. In plain English, you're popping allergy pills and following them up with a healthy snack, only to find out the snack is quietly canceling your meds like a petty experts recommend waiting a couple of hours between eating apples and taking medications like fexofenadine, just to give your digestive system a fair shot. And finally, there's the pesticide question. Apples consistently rank high on the dirty dozen list for pesticide residues, thanks to their thin skins and popularity among bugs. Washing them helps, but if you're an apple-a-day kind of person, going organic might be worth the splurge, unless you enjoy a subtle chemical garnish with your Granny Smith. All that said, apples are still fantastic. Truly, they're satisfying, portable, rich in nutrients, and way better for you than most snack options. But as with any healthy food, more isn't always better. If your apple habit is getting out of hand, 3 a day, always raw, always on an empty stomach, you might want to consider variety, hydration, and a short break from pectin overload. Because no fruit, not even this squeaky clean poster child, is above basic biology. So by all means, keep eating apples. But maybe not like it's a competitive sport. Your gut, your pharmacist, and possibly your dentist, apples are acidic, too, just a bonus warning, will all thank you for keeping your fruit enthusiasm in check.